function, huh? Pop up to your function, huh? For on me, Norwegian. Out of this world, yeah, I'm out of this region. Can't touch me cause I stay out of reach, baby.
So today I wanted to do a quick video / podcast episode about my freelancing journey. As you may know, I am a writer. If you don't, then here it is, right? So I've been writing for a very, very long time, from creative writing, poetry, to short stories, and everything in between. And I've been writing since I was in elementary school. I think I began my 5th grade year. It's been about a decade and some change. Yeah, it's been a minute. But I'm really grateful. I'm really grateful for this journey and everywhere that it's taken me, because it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful to watch it unfold. I feel like I've grown so much over the years, and that comes with practice. If you put time and effort and consistency behind anything that you love doing, then of course you're bound to get better and better. So I've been improving and I love to see that growth on me. I really do. So much so that I actually finally published my poetry collection. Shameless plug. You guys check me out. Ms.Muse is now out on Amazon, and the hardcover and paperbacks are coming very soon. So stay tuned for that. And thank you so much. Thank you for all the people that have already read it and that have been giving me reviews and critiques. I love it. So the inspiration for Ms.Muse came from my own personal experiences as a spiritual being having a human experience. Sometimes it felt like everything that I was writing was coming to fruition. And if you're an artist or a poet, then writer, whatever the case might be, whatever medium that you use to express yourself, then you know how powerful words are. You know how powerful creativity is. You know, at times I felt like I was bringing my words into fruition.
Oh my God!
And in most cases, that was the case. You know, so it was like, wow, I wrote something and it happened. Whoa. This may not come as a surprise to many of you, but it took me I won't say a long time, but it took me a moment to realize just how powerful my words were. Especially because I didn't grow up, you know, being told, hey, like, watch what you're saying, watch what you're saying, you know, the power of the tongue, etc., etc. So when I look back, I feel sad, because it's like, wow, there's so many times that I spoke things into existence, wrote things into existence that I could have gone without experiencing physically, you know, but it happened to show me that I hold so much power within me. I hold so much power. My words hold so much power. My thoughts hold so much power. The way that I carry myself holds so much power. Without giving too much away, I do want to share, you know, the origins and kind of why I felt like I needed to create this piece of art. And so this month, this month, 2020, I was involved in a near fatal car accident. And it really was a pivotal time in my life, because that's when I finally realized that I was living my life on autopilot. And I feel like that was the time that God really removed me from what I knew, from what I was comfortable with, and showed me who He was. I know 2020 was a transformative period for a lot of people, and I can say the same. I can say the same for me. It was a mix of so many things in my life. It was a heartbreaking season, a season of isolation. Following that, it was just a combination of a lot of things that helped me to find myself, to be comfortable in my journey, to be comfortable in my body, in this skin, in this vessel, in this temple, you know, and I wouldn't take it back. I wouldn't take it back for anything. Yeah, I was hurt. Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, it was a lot of things, but I wouldn't take it back for anything. You know why? Because it was through the heartbreak, it was through the isolation, it was through all of those things happening that I grew closer to God, that I grew closer to my purpose, that I grew closer to who I truly was at the root, at the source. And that is love. Love, that's what it is. That's what it's all about. Love is what it's all about. But no, for real. So go check out that book. Go check out that book, baby. Support me. Donate to the cause. Okay, I didn't even mean to go on tangents. Okay, baby. All right. The mister. Mwah, love you, babe. And you know, during that time, as many people will tell you, like anyone that's experienced a near-death experience, they will probably let you know that when the situation happens, or whatever the case might be, when it happens, everything seems to be moving in slow motion. And then you feel like there's your life flashes before your eyes. My life didn't flash before my eyes. Things were moving in slow motion though, but in my mind I was like, bro, if you were to I'm so glad God gave me a sense of humor, because I don't know what I would be doing without that. Anyway, I'm sitting in the car like, okay, things are moving in slow motion. I'm like, damn, bro, this nigga going fast. Mind you, the accident happened really quickly and the impact was like, whoosh. But anyway, in that moment, even though things were going slow motion, I'm like, wow, this guy was moving so quick. Like, what's going on? He's going way above the speed limit. And you know, Corvettes go really fast. What's it? Corvette? Nah. So, you know, it's going really fast. So I'm just sitting there reflecting. Even though everything happened quick, that felt like the longest, like, I don't know how to explain it. It just felt like the longest period of time passed. Like, I'm over here reflecting, like, wow, this how I go? So this how I go? God, let's have a chat right quick, because this can't be the way that I go. This can't be it. So I'm sitting, chilling, minding my business, you know, doing a delivery, and this dude hit me, like, and I'm sitting there reflecting my life and all the things that I've accomplished. And, you know, like, Haji, if you were to go today, what are you really proud of doing? You know, what were the things that you were really proud of doing? And you know what came to mind? My writing, my poetry, the music I put out. That was nothing else. The school I went to, irrelevant. The schools I went to, irrelevant. The people that, irrelevant. And not to say this in a selfish way, it was just like, what am I really proud of? What impact did I make? And then I just thought about the people that I've helped, the people that I've, you know, impacted in one way or another, the things that I put out into the world, my art, reflecting on so many things. And it's like, wow, what I thought would matter the most really didn't. And the small things that I took for granted at certain points, that's what mattered the most. And I got it tatted on me, so you know I'm all about my art. So that's it. That's all I could think about. What impact did I make? Who did I help in this lifetime? Who did I empower? Who did I motivate and inspire to chase their dreams? What did I do to really make a mark on this world? And in my eyes, making a mark just meant sharing my art and expressing myself freely. Once I received those revelations, it was no going back. No, really. It wasn't. Like I couldn't go back to my old state of mind and what I used to think. That didn't matter. Because here I am. This is what I truly love to do. All things aside, when it really came down to it, poetry, music, my art. And that's still expanding too. Like it's not limited to just that. Photography, I really love photography, film photography especially, sci-fi films, all of that. It's like creating cinematic videos and stuff, that things that just speak to your heart. I just knew I couldn't go back, and there are people that will tell you to go the traditional route, or people will tell you to do this and do that to achieve success, but you define success. I really and truly believe that you define what success means to you. And to me, success meant that I was doing what I love to do, that I am doing what I love to do. And that's exactly where I'm at. Doing what I love to do and encouraging other people to do the same. It's beautiful. It's really beautiful when I see people, gravitating towards their passions, gravitating towards things that literally bring them to life. It's so awe-inspiring. So awe-inspiring. Because you could see it in their eyes. When they perform, when they do what they do, it's like, wow, yeah. I know this vlog has went everywhere. But if you're here about freelancing, just know it's something that you gotta work at. It takes consistency. It takes not seeing results. It takes, staying up late at night if needed to get where you want to be. Again, like I said, you define success. You define what success means to you. And success could mean a lot of views to you. It could mean a lot of likes, a lot of interactions. Success could mean anything. Anything. Because you define it. But when it comes down to it, don't give up. Don't give up on your passion. Don't stop because you're not seeing results. Understand that there will be times where you don't feel like doing what you do. There will be times where you don't have the energy. You don't have the passion. You don't have that spark to do what you do. But what matters is that you come back to it. If you need to take a break, rest, do that. It really is not a race. It's not. Maybe social media makes you feel like that. Maybe comparing yourself to other people and their journeys and their chapters might make you feel like that, but it's really not a race. It's not. Like Nipsey says, it's a marathon. And marathons take endurance. A lot of endurance, strength, resilience. That's what it takes to do what you love to do. Some of the websites and resources that I've used for my freelance journey include creating my own blog, using YouTube as a reference, kind of exploring what works and what doesn't, trial and error. So from that, I encountered medium.com. So 2020 is when I first encountered Medium, and I'm still at it. Of course, there are times I stopped, didn't write, had my own life situations to where I needed to step back and just focus on my mental health. But I realized that every time I've stopped, I've always came back. I've always came back to writing, to poetry, to creating, because that's what keeps me alive. That's what makes me feel so good. So good. Have you ever seen somebody creating? Like, just look at them, especially music artists, bro. When they're creating, it's like they're in the zone. It's hypnotizing. It's hypnotizing. It's mesmerizing seeing them like in the zone. It's like they don't see anything else. Like everything else is in the background. That is what I live for. Being in that moment, creating, coming, from the heart with your art, coming from the heart. It's nothing like that. Nothing like it. As of right now, I am exploring multiple avenues. I am exploring writing more books. I definitely plan to author more and more books, more poetry collections, maybe even a memoir at some point, because man, have I lived quite a life, and there's so much more to come, and I'm so grateful for that blessing. I'm so grateful for the blessing that is my life. So grateful. And I'm embracing it in ways that I feel like I never have. So when you see me living every day like it's my that, just know that experience never really leaves you, especially if you've gone through a near-death experience. You know what I'm talking about. That feeling never really leaves. A lot of people will look at you and look at your life and perceive you from a distance as maybe a free spirit, someone who isn't really caught up in the superficial. And there's a reason for that. You're meant to reflect the power of creativity. You're meant to reflect all the gifts that God has blessed you with. You are magnetic. You attract a lot of beautiful things, and you might attract some crazy things too, but at the end of the day, how you show up, how you empower others through your actions, through your words, really matters. Give yourself a pat on the back. You do this. You continue to do this, and I'm proud of you. To wrap up, this is longer than I expected, but hey, it is what it is. I think I might do more visual episodes. It's so easy. This is so easy. I really appreciate that I could just turn this into an audio and then boom, put it on my podcast. Also, I'm a podcaster. What don't I do? What don't I do? So yeah, I'm gonna insert I'm gonna insert the link to my podcast as well. Check me out, Black Phoenix. Yeah. If you are on the podcast, again, love you guys. Keep staying tuned. Keep staying in tune. Keep staying tuned and in tune. Yeah.